Hello my friends all over the world, wherever you are. William Poloniak here again from Whole Health Foundation. In today's video I'm going to be making some apple juice using our new improved bamboo liners to show you how the bamboo liners prevent pulp from sticking to your juicing cloths. And today I'm going to use the front-loading feed tube and the near zero blowback cutter that shreds produce much better and at a cooler temperature. Let's take a look at the next step. The first step is to cut the apples into quarters so that we can put them into the feed tube. Next, we'll make some apple juice. I'm going to begin by putting on the new near zero blowback cutter. It does a much better job shredding, and it shreds produce at 4 degrees cooler temperature. And we're going to use a wide mouth jar to collect the pulp, and we'll begin. Now it's a good idea to go down only halfway. Now here's the last of my apple. Now I want to point out that one of the advantages to the front-loading feed tube is you can see in here whether or not you have shred all your produce, and I see that there's a tiny bit of apple in there, so I'm going to pour some pulp in here and I'm going to force that last produce through. The first thing I'm going to do is take a bamboo liner, and I want to demonstrate how strong they are in both directions, and we'll line the cloth. And we're going to use a wide mouth jar to collect pulp. And we'll begin. Now it's a good idea to go down only halfway. Now here's the last of my apple. Now I want to point out that one of the advantages to the front-loading feed tube is you can see in here whether or not you have shred all your produce, and I see that there's a tiny bit of apple in there, so I'm going to pour some pulp in here and I'm going to force that last produce through. The first step, of course, is to get all of the pulp out of the feed tube and off of the pusher. Now I'm going to put approximately half of this full container of pulp into each cloth, maybe a little, maybe 2/3, and I'm going to press 2 cloths full of pulp at one time. So the first step is to fold the bamboo over the pulp, like so. Make sure it's in the center of the cloth. Fold the cloth over the bamboo liner. And notice my folding technique where I pull that in with my fingers into as tight a package as possible. Set that aside, and we'll take another bamboo liner. This is the second generation bamboo liner that we had made from wild organic bamboo. No pesticides or additives whatsoever. It's absolutely pure. And one little tip, never push from the bottom because you'll be forcing pulp up. Go down and to the side like so. Okay. And then we'll fold the bamboo over again. Fold the cloth over the bamboo, like so. And then we're going to press 2 cloths full of apple pulp at one time. Now in the tray, centered left to right, centered front to back, adjusted if need be, all the way back. Now we're going to back it off a little bit because we do not want this to go up too fast. And while that's pressing, the juice that we have in the folding tray, I'm going to very, very carefully pour that in. Now there we go, our juice flow is slowing down. Well, what I'm going to do, because we have one more cloth full of pulp, is I'm going to unfold this bamboo liner and demonstrate that you can reuse this bamboo liner 5 or 6 times depending on the produce. You can see it's still whole, so you don't want to throw it away until the very, very end. So let's take the rest of this pulp, put it on top of the old pulp. Do not throw away your pulp yet. So I'll take a spatula here and get the rest of that precious apple pulp out of there. I don't want to waste anything. And again, we'll fold the bamboo liner over the apple pulp, like so. Fold the cloth. Oh, before we do that, let's take this other cloth and let's put this spent pulp on top, just in case there's a trace of apple juice left in that. And we'll fold that again into thirds, into as tight a package as we can make. In the center, left to right, centered front to back, all the way back, and I'm going to back it off a little bit. And again, as long as you have a steady stream, you can leave your press up indefinitely. As soon as this steady stream changes to droplets, you've got about as much juice out of that pulp as you can get. I notice it's slowing down. Now we're getting drops. Now as the last step, what I'm going to do is form this into a tight ball and see if we can get another ounce or 2 of juice out of this produce. So watch my folding technique. I'm going to fold this under 2 or 3 or 4 times, as many times as I can get it. And do that in both directions. And I'm going to put it in the tray and see how much more juice we get using our Whole Health Foundation Premium Model Juicer. And I'm going to back it off a little bit as soon as I get traction. I don't want it to go up too fast. I don't want to risk that slipping apart. And advance it all the way. It looks like we're going to get another ounce or so. And again, as long as you have a steady stream, leave it up. There we have 2 1/3 bottles, a little bit for a taste test. So we'll cap this off. And let's do a taste test. Well, my friends, there you have some fresh squeezed apple juice, full strength, and I'm going to do a taste test. Delicious, but for me, a little too sweet. So what I'm going to do with this partial bottle is I'm going to mix it 50% with water. Now there we have 50% water, 50% apple juice. Some people like it very, very sweet. I think especially for a diabetic you want to dilute it. I like to put 50% water in my apple juice. Let's give it another taste. For me, this is much, much better. Sweet, but not too sweet. Well, mixing 50% with water, you can see I've got 4, a little more than a half bottles. This is the way I prefer it. Straight, pure apple juice for me is much too sweet. Well, I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do, please tell a friend. I hope you like what you've seen on the bamboo liners. They are now improved, stronger, It lasts longer, and you can use the bamboo liners 4, 5, even 6 times, depending on the produce. Well, if you like what you've seen, please tell a friend. If you'd like to call me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. I'll see you in the next video.